Hello beautiful divine beings, my name is Marco Chak. Welcome to this channel. We make personal and spiritual growth videos on the weekly, so if you liked our content, consider liking and subscribing. Recently I've been just going through a lot of personal growth in my life after hiring a life coach myself as well. And one thing that I spoke about with my coach is judgment. Somehow we just flow into this topic, and I was just telling him that in my day-to-day lives, I make a lot of like small little judgment, probably dozens and dozens, just walking past people, looking at the restaurant, or, even people in the office, just making a lot of little judgment, nothing too big, but just judging how people look, how people smell, what they wear, what they're doing, their attitude, their voice, just a lot of judgment in my mind. It's very busy. And I really want to solve this problem and just become a less judgmental person, because my purpose in my life is to spread that good energy, spread that love. But if I'm being in a very judgmental state, that just lowers my vibe, and I just feel like I'm not able to be as authentic because I'm judging them in my head, but the next minute I'm like being friendly. It was just not very congruent in my mind. And so that's why I took some conscious time to work on this with my coach. And I just got some results in terms of how the way I operate inside my mind, and it's been showing, in my life. It has been improving the quality of my life a lot. So I just really want to bring you guys to the board and just share some of the thoughts today. Judgment. So the first, we'll always want to start with why. Like, why the heck are we even talking about judgment? Why do we want to decrease that? And also, why do we judge? Okay, so the great insight that my coach shined on, the reason why, like, most of us judge, and the reason why I judge is, one is because of fear. I'm judging the person that is lazy, not doing his or her job, or is overweight and just eating compulsively, because I'm afraid to be like that person myself. So in order to motivate myself and prevent myself from being lazy or overweight, whatever, right, I judge that person so that I'm basically shaming myself if I become that. So it's motivating me and preventing me to become like that, but it's coming from a very fear-based motivation, right? And so that's a very oh, interesting. I never thought about it that way. That's one of the reasons why I judge. The second reason why I judge is because it's also like how I cultivate some of my self-worth. If I'm better than the other person, then I feel like I'm in a more higher position. I feel like, that's where some of my confidence and my validation come from. So I'm also trying to recorrect that, where my sense of self-worth is coming from myself and not in a comparative state. And so why are we even talking about judgment? What's the point of addressing this issue? Because when you're judging, like I said, it puts your mind in a very busy place. It depletes your energy. It puts you in a lower vibration, and it also decreases your attraction. People can feel like you're judging them, and that's something that I realized after stop judging people. Actually, my attraction actually increased, which I'll tell you in the results section in a bit. Okay, so now you understand the importance of not being judgmental. How can we actually do that? Okay, so I asked my coach a question. Instead of judging, what can we replace that judgment from? If we catch yourself judging, instead of what can we do, right? One thing that we can do, and I realized, is just observing. Instead of putting a label, scanning and putting a label based on our internal criteria and our internal scorecard, we can just observe and just acknowledge what we're seeing. We don't have to attach a meaning to it, right? So that's one thing that you can do. But I think a layer deeper, what you can do is also being just compassionate, spreading that compassion, meaning love plus understanding. And so if you think like this person is lazy, just think from their perspective. Maybe they're not at your level, or maybe coming from a more loving place, how can you help them, right? Serving them in a way, and just to come from their shoes as well, and not always seeing the world from your perspective. So that's compassion. So another thing that we can also direct our consciousness is to bless other people, and this is something that I actually like doing the most out of three. And for example, before I walk past a restaurant and I'll look inside the restaurant, I was like, oh, that person is eating weird, like why is this person looking like that? And I'll just judge the other person, right? But now instead what I do is I walk past a restaurant, same thing, same restaurant, but I look at them, I'm like, hey, good morning, motherfuckers, good morning, everybody. Like, I'm in that state where I'm like blessing everybody. Like, hey, when someone's walking past me, right, I'm like blessing, hey, good morning. Inside my mind, hey, that's some nice shoes or whatever. Like, I'm just spreading that good energy to other people internally. And then they don't even need to know that, right? But that just helps me put myself in a more high vibrational state. I can literally feel the tinglings when I do that. And it's just super weird and super awesome. So I highly recommend trying to bless other people just walking past you or whatever, right? And so what's the result of all of these things? So one, like I said, I just feel that high energy. I just actually feel the sensations, the tingling. But also when I went into the club the other day with this more non-judgmental mindset, when I'm in the club, I usually like look at girls, oh, like she's hot, like I want to talk to her, I don't want to talk to her, whatever, right? I'm in this very like low vibe state. But when I'm not being judgmental, when I'm just catching eyes with the other person and all I am feeling is just like a very meditative state, no thoughts are coming to my mind, I'm just like looking at the person, just acknowledging the other person, and just maybe even like, hey, hello, like in my mind, like in my heart, like hello, have fun tonight, whatever, right? I just feel I put myself in a more friendly vibe where I feel like I want to talk to everybody, and I just have more fun. I'm more detached from feeling like awkward or anything like that, and I just feel my sense of attractiveness increases. And it's really weird because when I was just vibing on my own, and when I looked around, I checked out the room, I just saw a lot of eye contact, that people were just like looking at me. And you know, it's really funny because in the club, it's something that you can always understand. You get kind of different experiences and results based on the different state and mindset you go into. So the mindset that I usually have the most fun with and is this mindset where I'm non-judgmental, I'm detached, I'm just all about having fun. So if you're a guy, you can relate what I'm talking about, you know, going to club with a different mindset, getting a different result. So I like that example because you can instantly see the result and you can instantly see the difference, okay? And also increases your confidence as well, because when you are being non-judgmental, you also feel that other people are judging you less, or you're not judging people judging you. So it's like you're just in your own vibe, and that just puts you in your own little element. That just puts you in your own little dance, and you're able to share that good energy with other people. And so I don't know, like guys, like I've just been having such a better time living my life just being non-judgmental. It's crazy how like these things, like I probably would not be as happy if I made like, you know, X amount of dollar more, whatever, I increased my salary X amount of more, but this, just doing this one thing, this internal tweak has been helping a lot. So shout out to my coach for shedding some light in this specific area. So, you know, I still need to work on this aspect. Right now, probably I'm aware of every judgment I have. It comes very naturally, but I'm still reprogramming my mind. Every time I judge, I just shift into blessing, observing, or just being compassionate, giving that love and understanding to other people. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys trying this out. I think it will help you a lot in different ways as well. And yeah, so like I said, Divicati is all about sharing that personal growth and spiritual growth juice. We make weekly videos, so consider subscribing and liking this video. Also, just maybe leave a little comment. What is the best insight that you've got out of this video? Helps the algorithm a little bit, and also helps me understand what is really valuable for you guys. Hey guys, what's up? So that's the video I have for you guys today. I hope it has been valuable. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if you got some nice value out of it. Helps the algorithm a little bit. And if you want to learn more about what we do at Divicati, make sure you check out our link down below where you can apply for a free deep dive 2-hour coaching session with me, where it's all about helping you create a nice personalized personal growth plan. And we only serve clients where we feel we can help and that best match our client profile. So it's all about service, and we do it in a non-attached way. So make sure to check that out if that sounds something like you resonate with. So that's all I have for you today. I wish you a judgment-free, peaceful rest of your day. Keep loving, keep blessing, keep appreciating, keep observing, keep that compassionate going on as well. All right? That's all I have to say. And much love and peace. Namaste.